So I saw this story here on the F1Chronicle.com going over some changes behind the scenes for the FIA. Of course, the president is going to be either elected or re-elected, depending on whether it stays Mohammed Ben Sulayem or somebody else enters the ring. At the moment, MBS is still the only candidate. There are rumours about the likes of Susie Wolff and Carlos Sainz, of course, potentially throwing their hats into the ring, but nothing official as yet. And there's only around 6 months to go until these elections happen. But, like I said, a statute has been changed within the FIA that some people are calling unfair. Now, of course, Mohammed Ben Sulayem has a storied history of controversies in Formula One. We've covered them extensively here on the channel, guys, but is this one of them, or is this something that's been a bit overblown? Let's dive into this article on the F1Chronicle.com, guys, to have a look at what is going on with MBS right now. Formula One's governing body confirmed on Thursday that its General Assembly had passed changes to its statutes, a revision some critics claim strengthens FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem's position ahead of his re-election campaign later this year. Meeting in Macau, the International Automobile Federation, the FIA, saw a resounding majority support the amendments, according to a spokesperson. Though no vote count was shared, the result sets the stage for December's election, where Ben Sulayem, currently unopposed, is expected to seek a second four-year term. The FIA, which is headquartered in Paris, represents national motorsport organisations and also oversees world championships including F1, rallying and Formula E. Ahead of the vote, Austria's National Automobile Club, the OAMTC, expressed concern. In an internal letter to fellow FIA members viewed by Reuters, the OAMTC urged rejection of the changes, warning that the move risked lasting damage to the FIA's reputation. There is no urgency regarding these proposed changes, the letter said. They risk further contributing to the erosion of the FIA's reputation for competent and transparent governance. Lord knows that reputation has well and truly been thrown in the ditch in recent years, to say the very least. I'll link a video at the end going over one of the many controversies regarding MBS and the FIA. The letter continued, "It cannot be and is not a coincidence that changes relevant to the FIA's elections have been promoted by the FIA's leadership at the same time as the FIA's incumbent president has announced an intention to run in those elections. While there is even risk of these changes appearing to benefit the current FIA administration and not the FIA itself, the changes should not be adopted." Ben Sulayem, who is of course the organisation's first president from the Middle East and a former rally driver, has been in office since 2021, and his time in charge has not been short of internal controversy. Some senior figures have resigned, and criticism has come from both within the FIA and Formula One's drivers. Last month, as he confirmed his intention to run for re-election, Ben Sulayem told Reuters that he saw value in competition. "I only have to answer to my members, and they are happy. Actually, they are very happy. They are extremely happy. Doesn't care about what the people want. The people are secondary. The fans don't care about him. The drivers don't care about teams, don't care about him. As long as the people that keep me in power are happy, that's all he cares about." Said like a true dictator. I'm just saying, a lot of dictators would say the exact same thing as that, just obviously about their nation itself. The people can hate them, but as long as the people with real power like them, that's kind of all that matters to them. Anyway, less geopolitical controversies. Let's get back into this. Though he acknowledged his detractors, Ben Sulayem noted he felt backed by the Federation's majority membership. His presidency has already been marked by public disagreements with F1 drivers and high-ranking resignations, including that of former Deputy President Robert Reid this past April. Robert Reid is another guy who was rumoured to potentially run for the FIA president as well. In his departure letter, Reid cited a fundamental breakdown in governance standards. Reid and Dave Richards, who leads Motorsport UK, were also against an earlier series of statute amendments passed in December. At the time, they said revisions had curbed the influence of the FIA's audit and ethics committees. So yeah, without getting too in-depth when it comes to these changes and stuff, I mean, it's concerning to say the least. You're always going to get some people opposing any kind of motion that you put in, simple as that. It's inevitable what's going to happen, but with Ben Sulayem and with what he's done and with the allegations that have been put against him over the last few years, it's probably not good, is it? It's not going to be. How can it be? It never will be, will it? It's just not happening. It's just not happening, simple as that. So, yeah, like always, guys, I'll bring you any updates when it comes to this. I hope somebody runs against him. And again, allegedly, Ben Sulayem and some of the practices that he has been engaging with are similar, and this is an allegation. It's not been proven, but some of the things that have been alleged against him do hint at the fact that he's kind of been vote buying, for lack of a better term, you know, kind of buttering up these motoring organisations and just basically saying, you know, if you re-elect me, I will give you more money, kind of thing, you know, which I don't think is technically illegal, but it doesn't feel like it should be, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I can understand why people might be a bit against potentially running against him, because even though they have the popular vote, the people's vote, that doesn't matter. It's all about these racing organisations, the BRDC and their equivalents around the world. So your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Is this another example of MBS entrenching his power even further within the FIA? Is it a fair system? Are these a fair elections? I want to hear what you have to say in the comments below. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe as always, guys, and have a fantastic day around the world today, and we'll see you very soon for much more content about the weird and wacky world of the FIA just like this.